you as a member of the institute, you know what the template requires. You ought to break this down so that we are able to see the components. What comes from out of pocket, what comes from the other insurance funds.
Chair, thanks for bringing that up, because I personally don't believe that people of Homa Bay are not paying out of pocket. Our experience here in Nairobi is totally different. Maybe we need to benchmark. But because there is a ground person here, Chair, allow me to hear from the MCA there. If the sergeant at arms can give him the mic, I want to know his experience with his people there in his village. He can tell us his ward, whether really people are not paying out of pocket in Homa Bay. Because here in Nairobi, we are still having cases of people going to the facilities and being asked to pay money out of pocket, and it's not a small number. Honorable
Senator Sifuna, you'll allow me to give the directions.
That's why I asked you,
but we'll be careful not to mix what SHA ought to deliver globally versus the responsibility of Homa Bay County. Because I hear you, I feel you. You want to pick a sample, and we have seen there are issues around SHA. There are issues around SHA. And but it is not for this governor to defend SHA unless you became the government spokesperson.
No, Chair, you know, when I was speaking, you were a bit distracted. You have framed it for us that we needed a breakdown, yes, to see what really is the situation. Because when the county claims that the bulk of this money is actually reimbursements from SHA, and we in our counties are having challenges, we have to interrogate. Maybe there's something we are doing wrong, or there's something that we can learn from Homa Bay.
Was there SHA in this financial year? Or this was NHIF?
This was NHIF because SHA started in October, which would now become the financial year 2024-2025.
Correct.
So what we're discussing now is NHIF.
So this is NHIF. So and maybe the question is the NHIF outstanding reimbursements, whether they were received in full. Because I think that's a national problem for this particular financial year.
No, Homa Bay is owed over 100 million. In NHIF claims that were not fully given to us.
So ideally, this should have been at least 941 million, if the 100 million had come.
If the 100 million had come in, yes.
Okay, so members, I'm not defensive. I'm just drawing the line that these are numbers relating to NHIF, and SHA will be in this current financial year.
Yeah, there was a discussion that happened prior to this meeting beginning, where we were suggesting that maybe we should let the vice chair chair today's meeting. I am increasingly getting convinced that you need to move to the next chair, because this is your home county and you might have biases that you might not even be aware of yourself. Because we want to learn. We want to learn from what Homa Bay is doing. The rosy picture that has been painted for us really doesn't make any sense, because we have different experiences in our counties. So when I request the MCA, he's here. Let him tell us his village, the one he represents, is what we are being told the situation that is obtaining on the ground.
That is in order.
And
for the record, my vice chair is also the vice chair of ODM, so that is also not very useful.
Can I chair?
But chair, I want you to chair.
Okay, order. Let's get back to the issues.
I wanted to be very clear that a big portion of the money that we are receiving is from insurance. People also pay out of pocket. That is also the situation. People also pay out of pocket. But if you compare it to the percentage that we receive from insurance, the percentage from insurance is way higher than what people are paying out of pocket, particularly in the financial year that we are speaking about, which was 2023-2024. But even now, people still pay out of pocket, but the percentage that is paid out of pocket, and this is not because of that the numbers are few. It is because that what people can afford to pay out of pocket is much less than what the insurance will reimburse. For example, if you have 1,000 people paying 1,000 shillings, and you compare it to just one procedure that is going to bring in 100,000, that is why the amount that is being paid from insurance is higher than the amount that is being paid out of pocket. And that is what we explained. And the amount of money that has been consolidated there should be broken down. Because in our financial report every month, it is broken down as level 4 facilities by name, I don't know if we can get just a sample report that we receive at our revenue roundtable so that the senators can see it. It is the level 4 facilities. It is the other facilities, that is level 2 and 3. They are put under one line because there are many. And then it is public health revenue. And then in that report, there is FIF, and then there is what the insurance is going to pay. There is the money that people are paying from their pocket, and then there is money that is paid over a
So, Governor, to help you, going forward, we must demand on that. We must demand for that disclosure. I think that's the reason why this question is arising, because we are used to seeing that breakdown in other county reports. Do you want the MCA to respond first? Or?
Yes, he will. But I just make a comment on what she just said. You know, that which she says would have been given to us, if we had it, well, there will be no question. But you see, we don't have it. What we have is a disclosure of 841, all coming from level 4. We can only engage with that. We cannot engage with what we don't have.
Agreed. Governor, you get the point that that disclosure ought to be there. And if it's available, just circulate it. I think it can help to allay some of the fears that we have.
Chairman, we can share a sample of 1 month report as we receive it. We can send it to George.
Send it to George. He can circulate to the members.
The facilities are listed. Then the level 3 facilities are lower level facilities are listed. Then the public health revenue is listed, and then it is broken now, and it is from all facilities.
Okay. The Honorable Wanga, don't make a speech. Just deal with the question raised by Senator Sifuna, even though the governor seems to have touched on it. The question was whether Senator Sifuna just frame it precisely, or Wanga is a politician. He might start singing and making a speech.
It's a yes or no. Are your people being asked to pay anything when they go to hospitals? It's that simple.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Because I've been given a conditional question, and you want me to say yes or no, the answer is yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think the governor, you alluded to it. Yes. So some of the things we are hearing in the political platform might not be factual. When you're told that when the hospitali level 1 up to level 4 na usilipe chochote, but kwa ground things could be different. But since this system started in October, I think it is in this forthcoming financial year that we'll be able to get a better view on it. Now, we had said that the chair of the board was to help us to understand the budgeting process, but I want us to deal with a very specific issue on the system first, and then I'll ask the chair to speak after that.
Chair, I have queued for some time.
Oh, sorry, Senator Cherardi.
I think you should not.
Because the system question, you're the one who asked.
Yes, yes.
That's why I wanted to
You are
respond.
doing very well. You should not be intimidated since you are presiding over your county. But just avoid a few biases here and there. Chair, I just want note number 11, higher of county assets. Governor, the higher of stadium, park and open spaces, you in 2023-2024, and I want to assume you came into power towards the end of September 2022-2023 after being sworn in. You raised 1,723,726, but in the previous financial year, you did not raise anything. What is the reason? That is page number 10, because I think there is a park called Senator Moses Kajwang. What is the park in Homa Bay? It's called Wenwa or Werwa. What was the name? Do you have a park? The MCA, Waka.
No, I think put the question to the governor.
No, apart from Governor, when was Raila Odinga Stadium complete and being used by the public? And then number 2, how many park do you have, as in wildlife park or any other? And these open spaces, what do you mean by open spaces? Does it include the what do we call, the auditorium where people are watching Chan matches? Because in the previous year you collected 0, but in the following year you collected 1.7 million. It is your financials. So what is the challenge?
Dr. Lelegwe, Senator?
Chair, on the same questions on performance. I've noted at note 11, not note 11, but under notes 11 of financial statement says agricultural produce road fee has declined from 24 million to 12 million in 2023-2024 financial year. And fairly, when I look at all your revenue streams, this is clearly an outlier, decreasing your revenue at CES.
Under CES on page 8, that's note 1.
Yes. Page 8 at the top there, and note 1. There's a decline by 50%. And when you look at your other revenue streams, most of them has registered positive growth. What might be the reason why at 2023-2024, there was a 50% decline on the agricultural produce road fees?
Governor, let's deal with these issues very quickly so that we move to the other issues.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, in terms of the stadia, and I think Chair Argei has left, but I'll just
just respond for the record.
The Raila Odinga Stadium was opened in July 2023, 1st July 2023, which means that the year 2022-23, it was not in operation. And when we opened it, then we got some teams that were now playing, like Shabana, that gave us the revenue that we raised from the stadium. The other open spaces are like the Governor's Park, and now we have an arboretum and also the amphitheater at the lakefront. We will be able to collect some revenues there for weddings and other things, just activities and events, but not for individual persons using the facilities. In terms of the agricultural produce road fee, a lot of the...
The question by Chiragay was in the 2022-2023, there is zero collection.
Can you see that, Governor? That is note number 11, page 10 on your ROR.
But there were other stadiums.
There was no stadium. The stadium was not complete.
There was no park, there was nothing.
There was no park, animal park, you don't have?
No,
even snack park?
animal is different, Chair, Senator Chiragay. The Ruma National Park is the game park that we have, but we do not receive any revenues from it because it's a national park, not a game reserve. So the revenues go directly to Kenya Wildlife Service.
So there was no stadium, there was no park, there was no open spaces.
That is how much work we have done in the time we have been in office.
Okay, Governor, let's proceed a bit faster. The agricultural produce road fee.
Here, Ndiwa Sukari, which is the main producer of CES, was closed for a while for repairs, and therefore we lost quite a bit of CES in between. And we also had Kibos that was taking sugarcane from Homa Bay to Kisumu, and they also left during that time. So that is the reason that we had the decline in the agricultural monies. Thank you.
Honorable members, I want to request that we look at the systems environment, wrap this up, and then go to the issues in the main executive report. Auditor General, you had an observation on systems environment, and I think you had indicated that there's something that has not been resolved. Very quickly, can you read your findings? As the Auditor General takes us to anomalies in the revenue collection and management system, the issues raised under valuation role, we'll take note of the responses. This is a matter that should be kept in view because we have looked at the detailed response. So it's something that the auditor will report on in the subsequent audit. But let's deal with anomalies in the revenue collection and management system.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Anomalies in the revenue collection and the management system. The county government of Homa Bay procured a craft biller system for revenue collection and management from the local vendor through a contract signed on 26th May 2023. However, audit of the system conducted in October 2024 revealed the following anomalies. One, Error handling had not been hardened. Overly informative errors messages were revealed to users. An attempt to generate receipts returned on error messages with SQL code and revealed that the details of the database and the database management system used by the system. The information revealed that makes the systems an indication that the system vulnerability to attack malicious users and hackers.
Could I guide that you go straight to paragraph 7, because that is where the outstanding matter is.
Yeah, thank you, Chair, for guidance. Paragraph 7, that's page 6 of the financial statements. A review of the contract between the county government of Homa Bay and the vendor revealed that the contract did not specify the contract period and did not provide for the payments of 5% commission on revenue collected, which is paid to the contractor every month. In addition, the contract price was Kenya shilling 28,289,179, including the VAT, with the payment structured in 3 phases: 30% upon submission of the draft report, 40% upon submission of the unacceptable draft report, and 30% upon submission and approval of the final report. Although no reports were provided for audit verification on the phases of the development of the project, the vendor sent a letter reminding the county government to pay an outstanding invoices, warning that the delay could lead to a service disruption as they will shut down the systems on April 12, 2024. Yeah, in the circumstances, the security, integrity, reliability of the revenue collection and the management system and the value for money of the payments made to the vendor could not be confirmed.
Okay, Governor, your response, there are 7 paragraphs there, which we had looked at your response, but if you could narrow down on the paragraph where you are responding to 7, the issue of the 5% commission on revenue collected, which was not supported by the contract. I think that's the outstanding issue in that entire audit finding.
Thank you, Chairman. The management would like to state that the contract of automation of revenue collection and management system provides for payment of commission of 5% of revenue collected as indicated in Appendix C of the contract. The addendum to the contract provides for a contract duration of 5 years that is renewable, subject to performance review, as set out in the service level agreement. The Appendix 6J, contract on automation of revenue collection and management system, and Appendix 6K, addendum to the contract.
I'm not sure, Chair, if I'm following where the governor is reading.
Page 9 of 10.
Response, this one.
Page 9 of 10.
Page 9, yes.
Yeah. Number 7.
So the
appendices are the red
annex,
one.
Chair.
The red one. I think it's here.
The annex, Chair.
7 what?
Appendix.
So, Chairman, the annexures are 6J and 6K.
So 6J has the contract on automation of revenue collection and management system and addendum to contract agreement. When was the addendum signed, Governor?
I want to ask the attorney to please respond to that.
Thank you very much, Chair. The addendum is the one that appears at 6K, and that was done on the 3rd of July, 2023. Should be the last document on the bigger bundle, file 1 out of 1, appendix 1 to 6K. Chair, is the last document.
If this was available as at 3rd of July 2023, why was it not provided to the Auditor General? Because this is an observation that was in the management letter, was in the draft certificate, and was in the final certificate. Why should this Senate believe that this addendum was not backdated or initiated just to disclose an audit finding. Governor?
Chairman, the 5% charge is on the contract.
Which page?
The last page of the contract. It's highlighted there.
In the addendum or
No.
in the main contract?
In the main contract. Which is 6J.
The last pages are ineligible. You can't
But
read it.
I think there's a section that is highlighted, Chair.
You know, Governor, this would be very simple. The auditor